there is a part of the movie experience that I think doesn't get enough attention from people, but it really should, because it is one of the most important parts of the movie experience. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the musical score. So today I wanted to take a moment to explain just why the musical score is so important. I mean, can you imagine watching your favorite movie with no musical score? Imagine Jurassic Park with no background music. Imagine Star Wars, no background music, no John Williams. That would be very weird. In fact, it would be awful. It would not be the same movie, and therefore the musical score is kind of like the beating heartbeat of a movie. The actors are definitely important, the story is definitely important, the directing is definitely important, special effects are important. Those are all very important things, but without a good musical score to tie it all together, the movie just won't have the same impact. Now, on the other hand, there are instances where a movie's score is not good and actually detracts from the movie's quality. Luckily, that doesn't happen very often. We are blessed to be living in a time of great composers. I mean, I don't want to be biased. I am a millennial. Maybe there are some composers from way back in the day that are also really great, but I think we're living in peak cinema composing times. Now, I think the sign of a good musical score is whether or not it can stand on its own without the movie. Would you listen to the score to Jurassic Park in the car, or at the gym, or just any musical score? Can you listen to it without seeing it in the movie? If you can, then that is a great score. A good musical score will evoke feelings in you and make you feel all kinds of different emotions. Happiness, sadness, joy, anger. Most of you probably don't know this, but I have written some books, and it is 100% because I was listening to musical scores that I was able to accomplish this remarkable feat. I would sit back and listen to the music and remember the scene in the movie that the song came from, and then I would start getting visions of my own scenes in my head. It was super critical to making me be able to write the stories. It gave me the scenes. I listened to the background music and the scenes kind of just manifested themselves to me, and that is because I was listening to musical scores that had a true impact on me. Does a musical score make you want to cry? Does it make you feel joy? Does it pump you up? Does it make you feel powerful? A good musical score will probably do all of those things. I certainly have some musical scores that are my go-to when I feel like I need to have a good think. Something that just really sparks a different emotion. And it really depends on what I'm feeling throughout that time. Do I want something that makes me laugh? Do I want something that makes me feel sad? Do I want something that's like action-packed and pumps me up? Sometimes when I'm at the gym, I'll listen to the Dark Knight Rises soundtrack. Bane's theme from that movie just makes me feel like putting a little bit of extra weight on that bar and just going to town. Using the right musical score, I can process some pretty heavy, dark shit. It has gotten me through some really low times in my life. That is why I find this to be such an interesting topic and something that I thought was justified to talk about. I just really love a good musical score. I listen to musical scores a lot. Even when a lot of people would be listening to something with lyrics, I'm sitting there listening to just something beautiful. And with each new movie that comes out every year, or each new TV show that comes out, I am constantly finding new scores to add to my rotation. New music that really makes me feel something, that makes me really want to revisit the movie and just revisit the soundtrack. Being Different by Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein from Stranger Things Season 4 is a great piece of music that will evoke things in people that feel like they've been living with secrets, and it's just a powerful piece of music that I added to my rotation, and I've been listening to it a lot lately. That's something I really recommend checking out if you are just feeling like you need to have a contemplative moment. The Dream is Collapsing by Hans Zimmer. Hell, anything by Hans Zimmer is usually fantastic. And another great composer that I really enjoy is James Newton Howard. He has composed some not great movies, but his musical scores always stand out. His score for The Last Airbender, M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender that everyone hates, his score was actually great. I loved his score in that movie. It is the only good part of that movie. So who are some of your favorite composers? Do you find yourself listening to musical scores? If not, I really think you should, because it is a great way to get in touch with your emotions and just help you process whatever's going on in your day. Are you having a bad day? Then listen to something that is going to cheer you up. Do you feel like you need to cry because something sad has happened and you just need something to help give you that push? Then find a sad score. Musical scores are super powerful, and they really elevate the movie and just make the whole thing alive. The actors and all them, those are really important to the movie as well, but without a good score, the movie will just fall flat. Anyways, those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Please put your thoughts on this video in the comments. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up so I can know that you liked it. And if you want to hear more brilliant conversations from me, as well as movie reviews, then you should subscribe to this channel. And that's all I have to say. Later.